Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, my weebles? Peace. It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. The Pad, representing the House of Genesis. Yeah, so it's a cushion coffee kind of morning. No cap, just cushion coffee. Um, Now, honestly, I hesitated hopping on live because I'm like, you got so much to do. You got plants to tend to, worms to tend to, shipments to ship off. You got to finish getting ready for this sacred snake venom practitioners training class you got coming up. You got a lot to do. So, what business that you got going live, having any type of fun, and talking about anything that ain't got nothing to do with business, right? That's what I was thinking. And then I got to thinking about my human design and my analysis and what my instructions were. And my instructions were do what makes you feel good, right? Peace and love. I see. And so I was thinking that's what made me feel good. I want to go live this morning. Like, yeah, I know I got a lot of business to get to. I got a lot of stuff to take care of, but I want to go live. And my human design say, do what feels good. Do what you want to do. Everything else will work itself out. And it does. So with that being said, I'm going live. Okay. So this live also why I was like, you shouldn't go live because this ain't got nothing to do with nothing I got going on. This ain't got nothing to do with no business and nothing, right? But y'all know me, urban philosophy. I like to bring things and talk about things that I be seeing going on through the community that might affect us, that we might need to pay attention to. So listen, this is my latest. I'm scrolling, and for whatever reason recently, why is my hands shaking? Y'all making me nervous. Like I ain't never been live before. Okay, so I'm scrolling, and recently I've been seeing. Now, let me also say before I even get into this, that a lot of what we see on our algorithm be based off of the things that we pay attention to. When we're scrolling, and then the chick is twerking, and I keep scrolling, and then the chick got her titties out, and I keep scrolling, and then somebody say, well, my relationship with, and then I slow down and I read it, and it's like, oh, he likes stuff about relationships. Don't show him no more twerking. I don't see all of that shit. I see relationship stuff. I see people commenting. I see stuff like that. So it is based off of you, right? Chief River, why I, not her as well, not us both. I don't even know what you're talking about. So with that being said, I know that our interest feeds our algorithms. So what? I still seen it. I've been seeing these posts about if you're man enough to change for her. That's the gist. There's no precursor to it. There's no who is her. None of that. I just kept seeing different posts speaking about a man's willingness to change for her. And it was insinuating as if a real man would be willing to change for her. It's rolled, y'all. Time to fire it up. Let's get into it. A real man would change for her. Fellas, be very, very careful. Because what we have nowadays is a lot of women who are not aware of what real men are, teaching the boys what a real man is supposed to be. And it has nothing to do with a man or manhood or what we should or shouldn't do, and more about emotional manipulation for some. This ain't no man versus women. Roll with me now. Wait till I get to the end before you start jumping in. When I'm reading these posts and it's saying something to the fact of, will a man change for the woman? I say to myself, there's the problem in totality with us in our society, Black culture, and the dating and the ideas behind them. Mothers have been raising the children, these single mother households, and they have been trying to recreate the idea of how to be comfortable within the community, within your role in it, because of how mistreated women have been. Let me be very clear. This is not a man versus women. That's why I'm pointing out all the issues and how these things came about. So with that being said, if we're going to be getting done wrong, let's alter these things for protection, for safety, for protecting my ego, or even for altering how these things go so that I can be the winner instead of just the receiver. For a woman to change a man, from my point of view, says that the man was not what he was supposed to be in the beginning. The idea that a man needs to be willing to change for his woman, to me, is totally backwards. It's totally makes no sense to me. Now, remember, y'all, I'm a man's man. I'm a man who is proud to be a man, and that holds being a man in a high esteem. I am okay with that construct. I enjoy that construct, and I envelop that construct. So, as a man, my duties. See, I have to let y'all know that I see all that and accept all of that first. I feel the acceptance of protecting and providing for my women and for the women in my community, not just my women. Let's be very clear. So, if a woman comes into my cipher, in my mind, that's because my cipher is proper. Men are electric, women are magnetic. And when I am electrifying and giving off the energy I should, she becomes magnetically attracted, and it brings her into this cipher. How did you get into this cipher? You were magnetically attracted by who and what I am. I protect, I provide, I'm intelligent, I'm a whatever this, that, the other that you like, whether it be cooking some lamb chops or whether it be laying down in the bedroom or whether it be comforting you and rubbing your feet or making you feel safe and protected or educating you. Whatever it is that you are attracted to, this individual is giving that. Yeah, okay. So me giving that proper energy brings about this attraction. So when you come, you're supposed to be coming to something that is essential for you, your growth and development, your survival. If you get with if a woman, in my mind, gets with a man and says, this motherfucker is all fucked up and I need to create him, I need to change him. He needs to change for what I see as proper. That means a couple things. One, it means that she don't see that man as proper or the man he's supposed to be. First. Two, that means that this individual consciously and intentionally took upon a man that they do not see proper, wise, intelligent, or intellectual enough to lead them. This is the first issue I'm seeing. A woman said to me a couple weeks ago, I think you might not understand that when we are picking a man, it's like picking our boss. I had to sit back on that for a minute when she said it. I never, ever, ever heard a woman say no shit like that. And I had to process it. And I was like, damn. Oh, I get it now. I get it. And then I went, wait a minute. Now I don't even, I got it. Like, this is deep. Like, you're picking your boss. You're picking your supervisor. You're picking your manager. I'm picking the person that's going to tell me what I should do, where I should go, how I should be, if that's the type of relationship that you all hold down. Peace, Ace. What's poppin', baby? So you're purposely or attentively picking a mate that you do not feel is a proper individual so that I can turn them into the proper individual. The problem that I have with that is, as a man, picking me, if I'm not the proper individual, automatically shows that you don't have the intelligence to be able to lead us properly. This is not a diss. This is a thought process that I'm wanting y'all to walk through with me. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Okay? This is what I'm saying. So when I'm saying, oh, a man needs to be willing to change for a woman, I'm saying just the fact that the woman picked the wrong type of man kind of in my book says that's not the person I should be leading. So it's like two blind people leading each other. Is what I'm making sense saying, is what I'm saying making sense. This is why when I'm talking to individuals and people say things about submission, like this has been a conversation in the Black community as long as I've been in the Black community having conversations. When you bring up the word submission in Black relationships with men, between men and women, I don't know about male relationships, female relationships. I wonder sometimes if that is a thing at play or whatnot. But submission, and some women would be like, "The fuck, I ain't submitting to him," and I'd be like, "You wouldn't listen to him? You wouldn't let him lead you? Fuck no." And I just kind of sit there quiet, looking off into space, smoking my blunt, and I'd be thinking to myself, "Well, then why the fuck you with him?" I don't, my man Terrestrial said, don't pick a screwdriver when you really need a hammer. Right, that part. So it's like, when I hear these women say, no, I'm not finna let him lead me. I'm not finna listen to him. I'm not finna do that. Like, why are you with him? And that's another conversation. That's another talk I had, is why are you in the relationship you're in? Because a lot of us are not aware of why the people that we're in relationships are in relationships that they are in. And a lot of us are thinking one way about relationships and where we're going and what we're doing this for. And the other person has none of that on their mind, none of that as an idea. And if it was brought up, they'd be like, oh, no, that's not the plan. No, we just, whatever the fuck they feel and think. So that's another part. What you even in the relationship for? Because that's a discussion to be had, because a lot of people will find out y'all ain't even headed in the same direction. I had a conversation with our friends that they was dating this person, and they was like a few years in. I kind of just, so y'all thinking about marriage? And she was like, no, I would never marry him. And I was like, wait, what? To say that so quickly about somebody you dating, in my mind, I was like, well, what the fuck are you dating them for? And then I think I asked that, and then it was like, what do you mean? Like, this is somebody to experience life with, and it's like, but that's not long term. That's like, we're dating. We're in a relationship. This is my, and I was so confused because in my mind, I had always had this idea, like, when you got into relationships, it's supposed to be that you're trying to find the person that you want to have forever with. How many relationships y'all done had in life? How many of them lasted forever? Shut the fuck up, Sam. What the fuck is a forever? Well, then what are we actually doing here? What the fuck is a forever? You tell me. Damn, this is a whole lot of shit to think about, ain't it? So it goes right back into, why the fuck is you with the person you with? What is you really doing? What is your intentions? Yeah, what the father said, what are your intentions with my daughter? Shit, you better ask your daughter what her intentions are for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we all need to sit and discuss this shit, right? But yeah, man. So, again, is a man supposed to change for a woman? Because I mean, again, if we talking about, you know what I'm saying, what are you here for? Why would I need to change for you? Wasn't that what you was looking for when you came to scoop me up? Or was I just somebody who would tolerate you, and now you're trying to turn me in what you wish I was? Because those that are what you wish you had don't tolerate you. Oh shit, is he throwing shots? Not really. I mean, no, I'm just bringing awareness to how some of this shit actually works. I had somebody say that to me once. They was like, well, some people date within their abilities of who they can actually date, and it doesn't match who they would want to be in a relationship. And that kind of stunned me. Like, wait a minute, really? And so, but I'm gonna tell you, I just think that's all based off confidence and all of this. Like, if you look at relationships and the people in the world, like everybody has somebody. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's not. It's not. Stop it! Don't even. Just leave. Just step back into the bushes like Homer. Just hit your blunt and hit reset. Okay. It's my belief that people aren't working because people are trying to date the ideas of people that they have instead of actually dealing with the people that they're with. Because if you really know, love, and accept the people that you're with, there's no need to try to change them. For me, when I start feeling like somebody's trying to change me, it's almost like, oh, here's an alert that this person is on their way out. Because it's like they have a different idea of what they thought you were or what they want you to be. And now instead of understanding, oh, I had a misunderstanding of who this person is, now it's, well, let me see if I can manipulate this person into being the idea that I had or the individual characteristics that I'm looking for. Packages, I love it. You know, so that was just a little something. Because I would see some of the comments under these posts about, are these men willing to change for women? Is he smart enough to let this woman lead him? Is he emotionally intelligent enough to lay back and let her lead? Is he? And it would be like it would be like when a person says any dummy can see, followed by an opinion that they share, that if you don't share it, they just called you a dummy. Right. And it's like, yeah, I be sitting over there going, yeah, that shit sounds good, but no, I'm good. I'm Gucci over here. Because my idea is, if I'm going to protect you and I'm going to provide for you, that means that there is a probability, careful how you word what you ever the fuck you say, there's a probability that I will be financially responsible for this individual. How is it that I am financially responsible enough to take care of you, but I'm not intelligent enough to lead and guide myself? That sounds like a ploy to me. That's why I'd be like, monogamy, you mean paying for a probation officer? I'm going to take on a relationship and I'm going to take an individual and put them in a home and get them a car and pay for their education and pay for their motherfucking food and take care of them and their clothing and protect them, all of this. And they're there to tell me where I can go, what I can do, who I can talk to, and what time I need to be home by. Listen, I'm not knocking none of the married monogamous fellas. I'm just saying it don't make sense to me. I pay the cost. If I'm going to pay the cost, I want to be the boss. If I put you in the house and give you a car and pay for your food and make sure that you good and you can just lay at the crib and watch TV or go to school or start your own business and I'm going to fund all that too, I think that I'm paying for my motherfucking freedom as well as yours. I'm paying for your freedom, but you get to have mine. Now, in my mind, I know a lot of women say, see, you got me fucked up. You sound crazy as fuck just because you think you're going to put me in a house and take care of me and pay my bills. That means I can't tell you what the fuck to do. Yeah. Yeah, I actually do. Now, this is the other half of it. I'm giving you the freedom to also see who the fuck I really am. What? Okay, listen. In monogamous relationships, the man take care of the woman tell the man what to do, and the man sneaks and do the things that he don't want the woman to see what the fuck he do. I was having this conversation with one woman the other day. We was having a discussion about some shit that went down and something I did that made her feel some type of way. And she was like, well, I wouldn't put you in that predicament. And I said, well, I mean, the only reason that you were in that predicament to witness it is because I put you in the house directly next door to me, and that anything that I do it around you. You know who I talk to, you know what we talk about, shit. You might be around us when we talking or whatever it is that we doing. So the way that I live, I'm so open that you can see everything. Whereas you all, if you go and you talk to somebody or you take a motherfucker or a motherfucker take you to lunch or whatever type of things that y'all might do on the side, y'all usually not telling your man that. Y'all usually don't share that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's different dynamics. So with that being said, I'm saying that I'm taking care of you, but I'm also being open and free. You being free and I'm being free so that you can see who I am, what type of things I do, how I maneuver, and if you really think that I have the integrity to hold down the relationship that you want. I don't lie. I don't go behind your back. I don't do nothing disrespectful. I do things differently than others. And in a monogamous relationship, a person say, hold on, that's disrespectful. But in a polygynous relationship, a motherfucker be like, thank you for being very open, honest, and clear. See? So for me, the idea of shutting off everybody in the world that I might have a bond with, except for this one person, taking care of this person, investing in this person, and this person is there to tell me what to do and to support my emotional, I think, was it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, to me, that's not a route that I choose. I don't never knock nobody. You could be homo, you could be mono, you could be bio, you could be all that. I'm gonna be Paulo. If I'm gonna fuck y'all's up, I'm gonna fuck mine up too. I got respect and disrespect equally. But no disrespect, just having fun. So yeah, I mean, that's my idea. That's how I see that. So when I'm reading this is coming from an individual who operates in the realms of dating differently than others. So that's why I really be looking like, what are they talking about? Why would I change for you? I'm the piece with attracting force, or excuse me, not attract, but the electric force. You the piece with magnetic. You are attractive, like hell yeah. But I don't need to change because you already attractive. It's not like if I change, you're gonna be different or whatever. And as far as I am, I'm the electric piece that you found the magnetic to. Roll with it or turn the magnet off, which can be done. There's temperature changes and different things that can demagnetize. I don't know if y'all know that. And it happens in relationships. Study magnets and you will be actually like, oh my goodness. Magnets play a very, very large part in part of the energy realms that is part of existence that was not spoken about. Like when we talk about gas, liquid, solid, you know what I'm saying? Ether, and then going higher into magnetic, blah, 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 blah. Wait, what? Yeah, I know, right? Dig into it. So I just want to throw it out there. You know, I just wanted to say my little ones and twos. Ladies, I feel like if you need him to change when you got him, then you pick the wrong one. Now, there's a difference between changing and altering. Let me be very clear. You know what I'm saying? Like you might alter, like, okay, for me, there were some alterations that was made. I wouldn't call them changes, like the way I dressed. It didn't change me. It altered the way I presented myself, right? Back in the day when I first got out the military and I was on some, I wore my military boots for I think about 3, 4, 5 years after I got out the military. I would wear them boots with some jeans and a t-shirt, or a hoodie, and that was like what I wore for years. And when I got with one of the women I got with, after a couple months, she was like, "Look, you gonna have to retire them boots." Like what? You gonna have to retire them boots? I said what I said. No, you're gonna stop wearing them boots because they fucking with your consciousness. And she helped me to kind of come out of that. Like, okay, got out of them boots, right? So she's not trying to change me, but she was altering my expression, which allowed me to see and feel different things and to pick those changes myself. And that's where I got into the growing of cannabis, and of course the utilization of the psilocybin mushrooms. Took them 7 grams, cured my PTSD overnight. My first 7 gram trip cured my PTSD overnight. See, now I'll tell you this: a woman can motivate a man to see himself. Let me say that. But a man has to want those changes for himself. She can inspire and motivate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, if it's not truly coming internally, it's not going to be genuine. It's not going to be authentic, and it's not going to fit. So don't get it twisted. When I'm not saying that y'all can't motivate and inspire. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sheba. She knows who she is. You know what I mean? Because she inspires some shit in me. You know, she was like, hey, I see who you are and I know who you are. And she said, and you present yourself to the world as smaller than you are. You present yourself to the world as less educated than you are. You present yourself to the world as less professional than you are. Like, why do you do that? And really, what we didn't discuss was it came from a deeper trauma. Okay, it was from a deeper trauma from when I first got back to Detroit, from being in Colorado all that time, and the way that I carried myself and spoke and all of that. I was a target. You know what I'm saying? Individuals would try to fuck with me and pick on me and all of that. But, you know, the martial arts that my father used to teach me, it kept me on point. But it still had that, like, that's why I don't like bullies to this day. So saying all that to say that when she was saying all of that, she's the one who said to me, she was like, you walking around and acting like it, carry yourself like you a bum, but really you a boss. Like you employ people, like you this, that, and the other. Like she was like, you want some boss shit. That's where the hashtag boss shit came from. And she bought me a gift, which was a custom cufflink holding case with, oh shit, with these cufflinks on them. These cufflinks say Sincere 7. Yeah, custom cufflinks with my name on them, with the case Sincere 7, with on top of the case it says hashtag boss shit. It's chrome looking dope as shit. And that's where the hashtag boss shit came. So when I started carrying myself more professionally, basically how you see me now, started driving around in the Benz and just carrying myself with a different energy, business picked up. My life changed in 3-4 months. Like I went from, you know what I mean, hanging out in the hood, smoking weed with various hustlers on the block, doing my thing, to convoying, riding through Benzes with millionaires from Michigan to California type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it literally came from the presentation of myself and how I felt about myself. Because of course, when I stopped wearing the military boots that I've walked in and had so many fucking memories and traumas in that shit, and I'm carrying that shit every day. When I put that shit down and started carrying a different energy, it changed my energy. And that changed my frequency. Because your energy is going to change your frequency. Your frequency creates a record. And now your record sounds better to those who have musical ears or ears of harmony. They're trying to stay away from disharmony and they're looking for harmony. See? So motivation and inspiration, she inspired me. She motivated me. She told me who I was, not who I should be. You see? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. So I don't want y'all to get it twisted. That's why I be saying, y'all are valuable. Y'all are valuable, precious like land. Women, that's how I feel. I feel like, and the man who understands the value of a woman and is able to invest in that is a prize. That's how I feel. More and more people are giving sound to Colorado being the place to exist. Oh, listen, if Jesus was to come back, he would live in Colorado Springs, Colorado. My favorite place on this planet to be in is Florida. My most beautiful place that I've witnessed on this planet is Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs has 4 equal beautiful seasons. Whatever season is your favorite, spend it in Colorado Springs. Period. Whatever season is your favorite, spend it in Colorado Springs. And if you're okay with just, see, I don't like the cold, so I don't want to live, but Colorado Springs is a beautiful place. It really is. And Colorado as a place, it's pretty dope. It's pretty, but all states really are. They all, it's like every state is like a person and they have their own energies, and every city is the same. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Colorado Springs is one of the most beautiful places. So yeah, inspire, motivate. But if you feel like you have to change him for him to be the man that you need, keep it moving. I mean, but then again, what are you in a relationship for? That's part, I guess that would be the first part before we even get to what I'm talking about, because again, I see things a little bit different now that I'm understanding that people will get in relationships for temporary needs as opposed to for a longevity. I guess that's why I be having long relationships. I won't get into relationships with people unless I'm looking for longevity. Now, if we not, and I understand that, I enjoy knowing that. Cool. Let me know that, shorty. No, 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 no. My baby daddy locked up. He'll be out in 7 years. I've had relationships like that. Shorty told me, she was like, look, my dude locked up and I ain't really trying to fuck with none of these bozos. And I know you poly. Can I fuck with you till, you know what I'm saying, my dude get out? Nah, shit, let me, fuck it, yeah. We done already, I ain't know all that. And cool. And then when her dude got out, we was cool. Ain't that some shit? You know what I'm saying? Real life shit. That's why I be telling people, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I'm understanding. Whatever the fuck, just be real. But once you lie to me, man, fuck you. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Dope. Got to get more of my receipts on Baltimore's Magic. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm interested. Anything that got receipts and anything dealing with magic, I'm into it. And then the way you spell Baltimore, that caught me like, wait, what? Okay, hold on. Show me something then. Yeah, oh, hold on. Let me check on the other wire because I forgot. I can only see so many comments on this, John, and I got to actually go on here to see the comments. So let me see if anybody's saying anything. Okay, all right. Telling people, don't lie to me. Oh, okay, I can't see him, no doubt. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and kick it a minute. I ain't teaching about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if you in the Detroit area and you be fucking with us on the mushroom tip, right? I don't know if y'all know, but I brought back the what you call it? I brought back the prizes. Where like when you open the cans, might be $100 bill in there. Might be a $50 bill, might be a $5 bill, might be a Willy Wonka's golden ticket for a free snake venom ceremony valued at $500. It might be a free Cambo ceremony. So yeah, we doing that type of shit again. So you know what I'm saying? Tap in. Also, we had a change in prices. So if you you might want to tap in if you in the area. If you rock with your boy, if you one of the Weebles, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So just thought I'd throw that out there. We've added a lot of products. We got the medicinal mushroom tinctures. We got the chaga. You know what I'm saying? We got the turkey tail. We got the lion's mane. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Jones for all that. So you know what I mean? You want to get your, you know what I'm saying, your concentration, your memory, your cordyceps for your energy, the chaga with the healing and inflammation, all that type of ish, you know what I'm saying? We've been adding a lot of different products. So tap in on the House of Genesis, Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Reach out if you need the menu, just let me know. The Snake Venom Practitioners Training Class is starting Sunday. Shout out to those of y'all who will be here taking part. We're gonna have a good time. It's always dope. It's always fun. It's always an honor. It was a challenge getting here, and your blessing is always on the other side of uncomfortability. So I know some dope things is coming. Man, I love y'all, and as always, tell somebody you love them in a language that they can understand it in. Peace.